Yes guys, and welcome back guys to a brand new video guys, and in today's video guys we are going to be talking about Manchester United's last game that we went and played. Everton guys, away from home at Goodison Park. We got what we deserved in the end, but I'll get into that in a minute as well. But yes guys, let's get straight to today's video. So we made 5 changes from the last game against Leicester City. Talking about the starting 11, so we started with De Gea, Wan-Bissaka, Lindelof, Maguire, Telles, Fred, Matic, Sancho, Bruno, Rashford and Ronaldo. Get into the overall reaction now. Sell the fucking lot. Everton pull off a crucial upset against Man United. These players don't give a not good enough. What a disgrace. Absolute bollocks. Diabolical. Shower of shit. Abysmal. 3 points dropped. Top 4 is definitely gone now. We had one job to do and we bottled it. Squad mentality is an issue. These players are not fit to wear the shirt. The players have checked out. It's disappointing, annoying and frustrating. It's embarrassing. We can't beat a shite Everton team. That sums up our season. Another dire result. Most players were invisible. We should be beating teams like Everton. No intensity, no tempo and no energy. We can't string a pass together. We're such a crap one-dimensional play. Where's the creativity through the midfield? Matic was controlling the midfield. Matic was dictating the game. Everton's goal was lucky. We had a few opportunities in the first half and we didn't take them. Second half was better but not good enough. Same old United. Typical United. The players were non-existent. We didn't look like scoring. We got what we deserved. Everton with a better footballing side. First half poor, second half okay. Overall awful performance. Now obviously, as you may have known, Everton won this game 1-0 at Goodison Park. United got what we deserved at the end of the day. I tell you what though, what did I say in my last video? I said expect them. What did I say? I said don't make them look like a decent side. I knew it was going to be their FA Cup final. They know that Man United are struggling at the minute. And what did we go and do? We absolutely did our biz and we absolutely shite once again in this game against Everton. And I tell you what, these players have checked out. These players do not want top 4. I am sick and tired of coming on here and talking about these bunch of players. They've checked out mentally. They don't want top 4. These are an absolute disgrace, these players. Their attitude is awful. The body language is awful. They don't want top 4. I tell you what, these players are not fit to wear the shirt. I am sick and tired of coming on here ranting about these players because these players aren't good enough. I'll tell you what, Ten Hag's watching this team and he's going to be saying, you're going, you're going, you're going, you're going. Fuck off in the summer, because I do not want these sort of players, because I tell you what, these players are an absolute disgrace to this football club. No chemistry, no tempo, no energy, can't string a pass together. I tell you what, these players are getting paid 100,000 a week, 200,000 a week and cannot string a pass together. Cannot win a game of football against Everton. Coming into this game against Everton, somebody like Ralph should be saying to these players, these lot do not know how to win a game of football. These lot have lost to Tottenham 5-0. These lot have also lost. Who else have they lost? They've lost 17 games this season, and that is an absolute disgrace. They've conceded 5 to Watford, conceded 5 to Tottenham, conceded 3 to Newcastle. They're an absolute disgrace. They couldn't even beat Norwich. They couldn't even beat teams like, got battered by Watford 5-2 at home. This is a team that you should be beating on paper. On paper, this is a team that you've got to beat. It's all down to what you do on the pitch. And these players are a disgrace to this football club. And I tell you what a disgrace. It was diabolical, a shower of shit once again, abysmal. 3 points dropped. Well, there's no top 4 now. You can forget top 4 now. Top 4 is fucking gone. These players don't want it now. They've checked out and they don't want it. It's not good enough. These players don't give a fuck. I tell you what, they don't give a fuck. Everton have gone into that game and said, this is Man United. It's our FA Cup final. We're going to turn up to this game every fucking time when it's Man United. They see that fucking fixture and they go, we're going to turn up to this one. Like Norwich. Norwich is coming around now on the weekend and these players will go, right, it's our FA Cup final. It's Man United. They're struggling. We're going to fucking go for it. Even though we're at Old Trafford, we're fucking going to go for it. And these players have checked out mentally because these players are an absolute disgrace at this football club. Players like De Gea, Sancho, Ronaldo, Bruno, I know that they're going to stay. But this team have checked out. They do not want top 4. Kiss goodbye to it now. If you can't beat teams like Everton, Burnley, Watford, those are 3 teams that we've not beaten this season, throughout the whole season this year. These players have absolutely checked out. They don't want top 4. Tottenham are likely going to go and get it now. We're battling with Arsenal now to get fucking Europa League. These players are an absolute disgrace to this football club. They need to get out of this football club. Never mind about coming out on social media saying sorry to the fans. We're going to try again next week. Sack those excuses. As fans, we don't want to hear all that shit. Sort it out on the training pitch. Sort it out at Carrington. And these players are an absolute disgrace to this football club. They're not fit to wear the shirt. And these players can fuck off in the summer because I'm not dealing with these bunch of absolute next season. I'm sick and tired of coming on here, and you know what, these players are a disgrace. They can't beat a team like Everton. Everton have been absolutely shite this season. Since Lampard's come in, they've absolutely struggled. I think Lampard's only won about 3 or 4 games. The rest of them they've lost. Everton have been an absolute disgrace this season, and they've gone and lost to Everton, a shite Everton side this season. They've got some great players in there, and they can't beat them. An absolute disgrace to this football club. What did I make of the performance? Awful performance all round. No chemistry, no tempo, no energy. 100 grand footballers that are getting paid week in and week out can't put a performance in against Everton. Just goes to show that these players do not want top 4. You know, just got no balls whatsoever. Such a one-dimensional play from these players. Absolute disgrace. I tell you what, these players have checked out. They don't want top 4. But we got what we deserved. Everton outplayed us, outmuscled us. They've got a shite midfield, by the way. On that midfield was Iwobi, Delph and Allen. That is a shite midfield. That midfield has been absolutely a disgrace this season, and you've got absolutely done over by that midfield. Norwich, they don't have fantastic players, but I'll tell you what, they'll be rubbing their hands on the weekend and saying, fucking hell, we cannot wait for this game against Man United because we're going to be absolutely on top of our world. We've just gone and beat Burnley 2-0 in a 6-pointer, and now we're going to Old Trafford, and we're going to be up for that as well. So these players are an absolute disgrace to this football club, and they need to sort it out this week. There's got to be some strong words this week with these bunch of players because they do not want top 4. These don't want top 4. You can forget top 4 now. Top 4's gone. We're not going to get it. But I tell you what, these players have been an absolute disgrace in this game. The worst performance I've seen, and we got everything what we got at the end of the day. Everton have beaten us 1-0 at Goodison Park. Not good enough. These players have checked out and they don't want it. And they're an absolute disgrace to this football club. And just not good enough. First half, I thought we started well for the first 20 minutes, to be honest. I think the opening 5-10 minutes wasn't so great, but I thought as we grew in momentum, I thought we played really well. In fact, you know, I don't think we showed the intensity and the tempo, but you could see that the passing was better. And then I thought we put in a few good crosses into Rashford. Rashford had a few opportunities to go 1-2-0 up. Didn't take them. Great saves by Jordan Pickford. And then you should be scoring them. You know, and when you score them, it changes the game completely. And then Everton having to chase the game down. So if you score one of those chances, the game changes. And we couldn't score in the first 20 minutes when we should have done. And then I thought Everton, we just let them back in the game. We just let them do what they wanted to do, really. I don't think their midfield was particularly that great. I think they just, both teams didn't perform well. Everton didn't perform well, but Everton had a plan. They knew what they wanted to do against us. Played us off the park and tried to get a second goal on the counter-attack. And just not good enough at the end of the day. And, just like, what did I also say? I said, make sure nothing opens up for them. Something opened up for them. No desire by the players to close Gordon down. And 1-0. Deflected goal. Lucky. And they go 1-0 up. United don't have a response for it. We've got 70 minutes to get back into the game. Couldn't get back into the game. Didn't look like scoring. First half was an absolute joke, to be honest. The poorest performance I've ever seen in that first half, to be honest, against a crap side that have been absolutely crap this season, and that are fighting for relegation as well, on the cusp on for relegation as well, and watched them lose as well to Leicester on the weekend. And then second half, don't think we were much better, to be honest. I think we just more or less went out there, just tried to rely on moments, big player to turn up and score, someone like Ronaldo or Bruno or Rashford or Elanga to get us out of the mud. But no, we didn't have an answer. We tried and just kept going down the left-hand side, the right-hand side, nothing through the middle. Yeah, I mean, all we kept on doing is kept whipping in crosses in. I thought I thought maybe in a game like this against Everton, set pieces come into play. Couldn't adapt to that either. Couldn't score on a set piece as well, and the crosses were not great as well, and just didn't look like scoring for the whole game. It's just not good. It's not good enough by these players, and there's got to be some strong words this week. And Ralph's going to be so disappointed not to see his side not scoring a game like this. But I tell you what, these players deserve everything that they get, and yeah, not good enough. And these players have checked out for sure. Another dire result by the players. It's depressing to watch. I can't put it into words. We had one job to do, and that was to win and get the 3 points against Everton. We have such a talented young side that can score goals, but we didn't like scoring today, did we? No, we didn't, to be honest. Great young players, the likes of Elanga, Sancho, Ronaldo, Bruno. I'd say that front three of Ronaldo, Rashford and Sancho is a good front three. I'm not going to fault it, but I just think, look at Ronaldo that has probably scored like 15 goals this season. Rashford, that's not had the best of seasons this year. Sancho, that's probably the first half of the season wasn't great, but sort of got going after January. But Sancho's been a different player since January. To be honest, you look at that young, talented side that can score goals, didn't look like scoring. It's just disappointing. It's frustrating to watch this Man United side. We just can't break teams down. And that second half, you could clearly see what Everton's plan was. That was to play with a low block. United can't deal with a low block. As soon as United can't deal with a low block, we struggle, we can't break teams down. They played with a low block, we couldn't get past them. Everton defended like bloody Barcelona. Their players look like Barcelona players or Liverpool players, to be honest. It's so sad because, to be honest, these players don't want top four. They've checked out. They don't want top four. And these players just think it's going to be a walk in the park. They think they're going to get away with it. They think they're going to rely on moments by a big player. It's not good enough. When you can't create chances, it ain't good enough, and it's not good enough. It's just sad and depressing. A young, talented side that can score goals, and we didn't look like scoring. These players have checked out. They need to look at themselves in the mirror. 100,000 grand these players are on and can't score a fucking goal. It's not good enough. Before going into this game, in the last 7 games, Everton have lost 6 and won 1, and that pretty much goes to show how poor they have been this season. This has happened to us too many times post Sir Alex Ferguson. Why has this been the case? It's just been the case because they can't wait to play Man United. You know, they always look at us and say, if we have a one crap performance, they'll just say, yeah, we can't wait for that Man United fixture because we can't wait for it to come around because they want to play us, because it's their FA Cup final. They're going to turn up. Their players are going to have the game of their lives, and it's always happened since post-Sir Alex Ferguson era. Yes, we've had managers like Jose Mourinho, stuff like that, but it still happened under them as well, and Ollie as well. Squad mentality is an issue of this team, and it's got to change under Ten Hag. I know that Ten Hag's coming in the summer. It's just a matter of time when they can get that deal done and announced. I tell you what, these players have checked out. It just goes to show Everton have been on a poor run of form. Out of the last 7 games, they've had tough games. They conceded 5 to Tottenham, they conceded 5 to Watford. They don't want it. Everton's defence is a championship defence at best. We've made them look like a Premier League defence, to be honest, whereas everyone's been absolutely slaughtering them, saying that they have a championship defence at best. And they've gone into that Man United game and had one of the games of their lives, and they've put in that performance in, they've put that shift in, they've got the 3 points, and I'll tell you what, these players have checked out, and I'll tell you why as well, because we had one job. These Man United players knew that on Friday night, Wolves had lost to Newcastle 1-0. You go into that Man United game and you say, must win now, lads. You've got to get the 3 points against Everton. We can't get the 3 points against Everton. Arsenal lost to Brighton. Not good enough. Wolves are trying to get back into Europe as well. Arsenal trying to get back into Europe. When teams are failing around you, you've got to capitalise. We cannot do that at the minute. We're just in Never Never Land, and we're just doing this to ourselves all the fucking time, and we can't get out of it. These players have checked out. The mentality's got to change under the new manager, and it's been the case, been like that, because these players have got a bad attitude, a bad reputation, a really good club in Manchester United with a fantastic fan base, and these players, they don't want to turn up, they don't want to perform, and they're relying on moments by a big player to get them out of the mud. Not good enough by these players. Can we get top 4? No, we can't. You can kiss goodbye to top 4 now. Tottenham are going to get it now, to be honest. A side that we've beaten twice this season as well. done the double on them as well. To be honest, no, we can't get top 4 now. They're practically like 6 points in front of us now. They'd have to drop points and we would have to start winning games. Can you see it with Man United side? No. Top 4's done now, to be honest. That was a must-win last week, and we couldn't beat them. It's not good enough. Who is my man of the match, to be honest? De Gea. I don't think he had much to do. Not at blame for the goal. Thought De Gea had an okay game. Wan-Bissaka, not great. Lindelof, he was okay. Maguire was okay. Wasn't at fault for that goal. Tellez, thought he was our best player, Tellez, to be honest. Fred, rubbish. I thought Matic was good, dictated the game. Sancho, invisible. Bruno, invisible. Rashford, invisible, and Ronaldo, invisible, or you might as well just say non-existent. To be honest, I'm going to give this to Matic, just because of based on how he played. Pulled away, told the centre-backs to push up and stuff like that. I have to give it Matic at the end of the day. He was probably one of our best players on the pitch, alongside with Tellez as well. How do we beat Norwich City? Now, obviously, we've got Norwich next in our next game. Obviously, Norwich, as we know, they've not had a great season either. They've obviously, been on a poor run of form themselves. Obviously, obviously in the first game against Norwich that we had away at their place, obviously they got Dean Smith in. Dean Smith's had his ups and downs with the team. Obviously, Norwich have not been great themselves this season. Been up, down, up, down, up, down. This is a side that's most likely going to go down and get relegated anyway. I don't want this is it though as well. And Norwich, just won on the weekend against Burnley in a massive 6-pointer. They'll be up for this for sure. Norwich, so Norwich have been a poor side this season. Most likely going to get relegated, but they'll be still up for it. Be their FA Cup final. Norwich, they've probably seen that game against us, so they can't wait for that game on the weekend. And you know what, Norwich, I looked at them a little bit against Burnley. Just goes to show that even though they had less possession, I think they still won the game. So they'll be still up for this. Norwich, they know that it's Man United. They know that we're struggling. They know they're going away from home. So they're going to try turn up and perform and try have one of the games of their lives as well. Their defence is going to absolutely frustrate our players once again. So if I was a Man United fan, well, I am a Man United fan myself, but if you're another Man United fan out there, I expect the same from last week. So unless something drastically changes and they have strong words this week, and it's got to change though for Norwich. This is a must-win game. You've got to get the 3 points against a crap Norwich side, but I think they'll be expecting a good game against us, and they'll want to put on a good game as well, a good fight as well. So it's just a matter of fact what we do, and we just have to turn up and perform and do what we've got to do against Norwich, to be honest, and make sure we put in a good performance in. And we have to be able to beat them, and we can't afford to drop points. I think if we drop more points here, you can kiss goodbye to top 4. And got to win this game. If you can't win this game, then these players can F off in the summer, because they're not good enough. And but they will be effing off anyway, because I've already said it in this video anyway. But yeah, this will be Norwich's FA Cup final. They'll be up for it. Everyone likes to play us, so they'll be definitely up for this. But they'll put men behind the ball. They're directing their play. I think they like to stretch teams out as well, play with a lot of width as well. They'll be tight and compact. But I think their defence is vulnerable. They concede a lot of goals as well. Defensively, they're a shambles as well. But defensively, they don't show desire to close you down. This is also another side that can't score goals as well. But what we've got to do is we have to make sure we score getting the first goal is going to be crucial. And we're going to have to get that first goal against Norwich. Don't concede. Don't let them grow in confidence or momentum. Don't let them cut back inside. They like to really cut inside, back into the box. Without possession, we've got to show aggression. Get into the pockets as well. We've got to watch out for the ball in from behind. We must work hard with our duels, 50-50s and second balls. Don't let them have time and space on the ball. Don't let them turn up, and don't let them look like a decent side. Defensively, make sure nothing opens up for Norwich. Quick on the ball. Passing needs to be quick. Got to use the pace on the flanks. Passing needs to be quick. Put them under pressure. Stop the crosses coming into the box. Capitalise on their mistakes. Got to be able to put them under pressure. Show the aggression without possession. Pick out the right pass. Close the channels. keep Pookie quiet. Link-up play needs to be effective. Put the centre-backs under pressure. The defence needs to be disciplined. Got to be aware of reaction. Don't let them get a shot off. Don't let them stay in the game. Win the midfield battle. Don't let them win the loose balls. Don't let them back in the game. Must defend properly. Got to be organised. Get the crosses into the box. Commit men into the box. Passing needs to be quick on the break. Create the spaces, attack the spaces, drag them out of position, stretch them out. If they're in the deep line, attack them. Don't give them any confidence or momentum and capitalise on their mistakes. Don't afford to make mistakes. Capitalise on our set pieces. Set pieces could come into play as well. Defend properly on set pieces. Do not allow them any space. Don't afford to make mistakes. Creativity is a must. We need to have a quick and bright start. Get an early goal would be crucial. Got to be aggressive. Got to be ruthless. Make the runs in from behind. Play with high intensity, high tempo. Play with energy and purpose. Get between the lines. Make the right runs in the right channels. Pick out the right pass that plays. Get the players in forward areas. Got to create the chances. Take our chances. Be clinical. Be explosive on the break. The quality in the final third needs to be there. Got to control and dominate the game. Don't underestimate them. Full-backs have got to be effective. Decision making will be key. Game management will be key. Don't leave any spaces or gaps open. We need to be tight and compact. Defensively frustrate Norwich. We need to have the desire to close them down. Got to be strong, committed, play with a high line. Don't afford to be lazy. Don't make mistakes in silly areas. Play with heart. Play with fight, heart, passion, pride, commitment, determination and desire. Show character and team spirit. Got to be switched on at all times. Need to be focused and concentrated. Commit men into the box. Don't be afraid to make a tackle. Be brave, take risks. Don't give the ball away cheaply, and the midfield needs to close them down. Getting into the stats now. Possession for Everton, it was 32.5, and for Man United, it was 67.5%. Goals for Everton, it was 1, and for Man United, it was 0. Total shots for Everton, it was 7, and for Man United, it was 12. Shots on target for Everton, it was 3, and for Man United, it was 4. Shot accuracy for Everton, it was 42.9%, and for Man United, it was 33.3%. Shots inside the box for Everton, it was 4, and for Man United, it was 7. Shots outside the box for Everton, it was 3, and for Man United, it was 5. Total passes for Everton, it was 307 passes, and for Man United it was 641 passes. The pass accuracy for Everton it was 66.1%, and for Man United it was 81.6%. Getting into the substitutions now. Fred went off for Pogba. Talk about Fred's performance. Lasted 35 minutes before coming off injured. Performed sloppily until he was replaced by Paul Pogba. Matic went off for Matic. Talk about Nemanja performance. Meekly challenged Alex Iwobi for the ball that ran to Gordon when he scored. Had no visible impact on the midfield and came off after the hour. Rashford went off for Elanga. Talk about Marcus's performance. Began brightly and denied twice by Jordan Pickford at 0-0, but then strangely switched wings with Jadon Sancho. Had a decent early chance in the second half. Harshly substituted. Next up we've got Norwich. Norwich are rock bottom in the league. Norwich this season, like I said, been absolutely crap themselves. I think going into this game though, I think Norwich are going to be up for this game. It's their FA Cup final. They're going to turn up to this game. They can't wait to play us at the end of the day. They'll be up for a good game themselves as well. But what we've got to do is we have to be able to prepare well for a game like this against Norwich. It needs to be better. The body language needs to be better. Without possession, we need to put that aggression onto them as well, because I think these players have completely just gone out of minds, have completely forgotten how to regain possession when they don't have possession as well. We've got to show that aggression when we don't have the possession. So when they've got possession, we need to go and close them down, regain possession. That's how we want to play, and these players have not taken on coaching and instructions as well from Ralph. That's why these players have not been that great over the last couple of games, not taking on coaching instructions, and then the staff having to take the blame as well because of their performance. In a game like this against Norwich, we have to be able to be up for this game ourselves. This is a must-win game. If we get the 3 points here, Wolves are not playing on the weekend. Obviously, they would definitely lose to Man City anyway. This is a game that we have to make it count. We have to get the win and the 3 points. Don't care how we do it, as long as we win. We have to perform for a full 90 minutes, and we have got to turn up to this one. We can't make them look like a decent side, to be honest. And we did that against Everton. What did we go and do? Went and did that again. We have to be able to prepare well for a game like this. We have to go in with the right mindset, the right mentality. Mindset's been an absolute disgrace over the last couple of weeks as well. Let's see if we can see a different team. There's got to be some strong words in that dressing room this week. It's all about the leadership as well on the pitch. If these players want it, they need to show it on the pitch. On paper, you'd say Man United would win. Depends on what happens in that game. It's all down to what we do. In a game like this, we have to be able to get the first goal, control and dominate the game, go and get the second goal. You want to put them away. If we can put these away as soon as we can, just control and dominate the game. Don't let them score the first goal, because then if they score the first goal, then we're having to chase the game down. Scoring the first goal is going to be crucial. We need to have a good start. High intensity, high tempo, high energy. Got to play with purpose, play with character and courage. We have to prepare well for a game like this. These players have got a full week to prepare for this as well. No excuses, we've got to win this. And if we can't win this, these players can get out. Got to win this game, 3 points. We've got to capitalise now on teams around us that don't pick up points. Got to win this game without a doubt. If we can't win this, then I don't know what to say about this team. Norwich are scoring 0.6 goals per game. Norwich are conceding 2 goals per game. Norwich have won 5, drawn 6 and lost 20. They've lost to Liverpool 3-0, Man City 5-0, Leicester 2-1, Arsenal 1-0, Watford 3-1, Everton 2-0, Chelsea 7-0, Leeds 2-1, Tottenham 3-0, Man United 1-0. It's also a chance to do the double on them as well. Norwich 2-0, Arsenal 5-0, Palace 3-0, West Ham 2-0, Man City 4-0, Liverpool 3-1, Southampton 2-0, Brentford 3-1, Chelsea 3-1 and Leeds 2-1. Norwich have lost 10 games away from home this season. Their last loss was against Leeds United, which ended 2-1, and that was played in March, well mid-March. Their last win was against Burnley and that ended 2-0, which was just on the weekend gone, so they'll be a high on confidence as well. Norwich have the second worst defence in their league. The players to look out for is Krul, Aarons, Byram, Gibson, Hanley, Kabak, Giannalis, Kamara, Rupp, Gilmore, Palchetta, Norman, Rashinka, Sorensen, Leeds, Melu, McLean, Talise, Buki, Sargent and Ida. Hope you guys enjoyed another video. Be sure to leave a like, subscribe to my channel if you are new, and I'll see you guys in a video in the next couple of days, and peace.